Hey everybody, I'm Justin.
And I'm Nick.
And we are Fantasy Football in the Zone. So now that Week 7 is through, there was a couple of good games, like Peyton Manning heading back to
Indianapolis.
Yeah. Now, there was a lot of injuries this week, and one of them, Jermichael Finley, we saw. His injury is unknown, but he looked like he had a really severe neck injury.
What they mean by unknown, I think they mean by unknown they won't know for a couple of weeks.
His time frame.
How serious it. But that doesn't mean he's just gonna be. It's gonna be a short injury. That definitely looked like it was a serious injury.
Yeah. He looked like he was. I thought it was a concussion at first, but neck injury. But we thought he was gonna get a lot of targets, which he did, and he had a touchdown.
He still had a nice game. But he got injured.
Now that the Packers lost Randall Cobb, Jermichael Finley, and James Jones, who was injured, which we don't know if he'll return this week. Now that they don't really have any weapons unless you have other than Jordy Nelson, Jared Boykin. So I'd pick Boykin up, but I hope he could come back soon.
That also helps Eddie Lacy owners his value.
Another injury we saw is Doug Martin. He's possibly out for the year with a torn labrum. Another injury we saw was with Reggie Wayne. Reggie Wayne, he's out for the year with a torn ACL.
On a non-contact injury.
So Ty Hilton and Darius Hayward-Bay,
they're going to step up.
Yeah, they're going to get some targets. Do you think Bay you could pick up?
I think Bay you could pick up maybe for a flex option, nothing more.
Do you think this affects Luck's value?
I think it affects his value a little bit.
I mean, Reggie Wayne, he was Andrew Luck's go-to guy.
Yeah.
It's sad to see him injured if you have him on your fantasy team or as a Colt fan. Another injury was Jay Cutler. He has a torn groin, and the most quickest he could return is 4 weeks.
And the maximum is 6 weeks.
Yes. Sam Bradford's also out for the year, so if you had him as a backup, you have to look somewhere else now. And they said they're looking at Tim Tebow, but I don't think that happened. I don't think he's a good fit there.
Unlikely to sign him.
Yeah, but it's sad to see these guys go, and hopefully they can come back soon for your fantasy team, or as a fan, or just you don't like to see people injured. Yeah. But let's get to the games now. All right, let's see the scores. Seattle defeated Arizona 34-22. Atlanta beat Tampa Bay 31-23, and Harry Douglas just had a monster game.
And I said in the Friday video that I didn't like Harry Douglas, but I was proved wrong.
I liked him because he had their passing offense, and he was their best receiver. Carolina beat St. Louis 30-15, and Cam Newton got a shot, and I thought he was going to be hurt. But he got right back up, and he's looking good.
Yeah, he had a nice game.
Cincinnati defeated Detroit 27-24.
That was a great game.
And Calvin Johnson, you can't get better than him. He jumped over 3 Bengal defenders, who their defense been pretty good, and just for 50-yard touchdown.
155 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, what a day. AJ Green too.
AJ Green had 155 yards and 1 touchdown.
Wow. Big days for these receivers.
Yeah.
San Diego defeated Jacksonville 24-6, and Buffalo defeated Miami 23-21. And Dad Lewis, do you like him? Do you think you could pick him up?
I don't think he has any value as of now, but maybe he could be.
Maybe a 2-quarterback league as a backup. The Jets upset the Patriots 30-27, and Chris Ivory, he had over 30 carries, and he's starting to become that guy, so I'd pick him up.
And I think that hurts Bill Powell's value.
Because he looked fresh and he was running with power. The Cowboys defeated the Eagles 17-3, and Foles, he was another one we forgot, but he got injured too.
Yeah, and then Matt Barkley came in and threw 3 interceptions.
But now, if you have Vic or something, now Vic's the guy here.
Yeah. Clearly.
The Bears defeated the Redskins defeated the Bears 45-41. And RG3, he looks back to the old RG3.
Yeah.
He was running, and and he wasn't sliding. He was going down for the extra yards, and I think he's 100%.
Yeah. That bye week helped him a lot.
Yeah. Are you scared with Alfred Morris, or do you think he'll have a bounce back?
I think he'll have a bounce back. I think because he got injured, then he had a bye week. Yeah. And then this week, Roy Halou Jr. had 3 touchdowns.
San Francisco defeated the Titans 31-17, which I think Locker could be a nice backup quarterback. But San Francisco, Colin Kaepernick got his first rushing touchdown, so you must be happy there. Green Bay defeated Cleveland 31-13.
Michael Finley went down in that
but
game.
I think Jared Boykin could be a nice start, and I wouldn't. Eddie Lacy, his value is just going through the sky right now.
Up and up.
Yes, I love Eddie Lacy, and I think he could be a nice, actually a low end one right now.
I am too.
Kansas City defeated the Texans 17-16, and there was no pick six here in this game. But Keenan looked pretty good.
Well, Matt Schaub wasn't starting, so.
Yeah. The Steelers defeated the Ravens 19-16.
Another great game.
Yeah, which was also another great game.
Spoiled Peyton's return to Indianapolis.
39-33. Peyton just didn't look the same that game. I mean, he's still. I mean, Peyton had good numbers, but Peyton he didn't look like Peyton we saw this year.
Well, on one of the plays, they could have won that game, but Eric Decker dropped the touchdown,
which I thought it was a touchdown. I thought that could have went either way. But I think you start Noshawn Marino next week. Of course, you start him. But I think he's versus Washington, and Washington just been horrendous against the run, so I wouldn't start. I think you could start him as a high end tier next week.
Yes.
And that's it for now. And hopefully these players could come back. And this was week 7, and we saw a couple good games. Leave a comment, like this video, subscribe for more, and follow us on Twitter at FFinTheZone. Thanks for watching, guys.